Hey guys, I'm DKA, and I am here bringing you some magic, and this is game 1 of match 3 from the last draft of Dark Ascension and Innistrad. And I know this was a while ago that this happened, but I've been posting the videos pretty consistently. I think I missed a couple of days maybe, but I just obviously, the days that I miss, I just don't have time to edit the videos. These take a little while to edit. But anyway, the early game in this one is really interesting, and then there's a whole bunch of thinking that goes on. But anyway, the first 2 turns he's going to play his equipment, his Sharpened Pitchfork and his Blazing Torch. He's going to play his Hinterland Hermit and equip it up, and I'm going to have a Avacyn's Pilgrim and a Ghaststaff Shepherd on the board. So Ghaststaff Shepherd is really cool in this situation if it flips, because then it'll be a 3/3 and it'll be able to get in until he uses a removal spell on it, because he's playing a red-white deck with a little bit of a black splash. Right here I'm going to actually be able to play out Kessig Recluse really early on, because I have my Avacyn's Pilgrim, so that's really good. I get to play him turn 3 even though he's a 4-drop. But it still can't do much against the Hinterland Hermit, because currently it is a 3/2 first strike. In fact, Hinterland Hermit is always going to be a 3/2 with first strike as long as he's got that Sharpened Pitchfork on it, because on the front side it's a 2/1 human, so it gets the +1/+1 bonus, and on the other side it's just a werewolf, so it doesn't get that bonus of the +1/+1, but still gets first strike. So anyway, he's going to swing in here for 3, and I'm just going to opt to take it, because I don't really want to lose a creature. Unfortunately, I won't be able to swing back in, because he's playing out he's going to play his Elder Cathar, and since he hit his land drop, he's also able to equip the Sharpened Pitchfork on it. So he's basically just moving his pitchfork around from human to human, and it's just really useful for him. But anyway, turn 4, I'm going to play out an Increasing Devotion to get 5 1/1 humans, and this is going to be really nice for me. These humans are very versatile. They can be chump blockers, they can deal damage. It's so useful to have them out. Plus there's the ever looming threat that if I actually get to 10 lands, then the game pretty much ends right there, because if you get an extra 10 power on the board, then that is it's pretty much all you're going to need. Especially since it's split up, so you can't just like chump block it every turn or anything. So it's really useful. But anyway, now these shenanigans are gonna start, where he's got the Sharpened Pitchfork on one guy and the Blazing Torch on another. So swings in with the guy with Sharpened Pitchfork, and I can't even block it efficiently to kill it. Like I think if I had just thrown all of my guys in front of the Elder Cathar, then I would have been okay. But like, if he has a removal spell in hand, is able to kill a couple of my humans that way, kill the rest of them in first strike, kill the, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe he probably still would have died, but I would have lost quite a lot of my side as well. But anyway, he opts to not play any spells. He just moved his equipment over a couple of times, and then that'll flip my Ghaststaff Shepherd, so that's really nice for me. And this turn I'm going to opt to basically swing out. I'm not actually going to swing out, because I don't want my Kessig Recluse to die to his Hinterland Hermit, and I don't want him to die next turn. So since Hinterland Scourge's ability is that he blocks, he must be blocked if able, I would have had to block with my Kessig Recluse, and it would have just died. So I left a human back basically as death fodder for that thing, so that I could just block it next turn. I am taking the gamble that he's not going to use like a Geist Flame or something like that, in which case I would have actually lost one of my creatures, which would have really sucked. But anyway, I'm going to play my Grizzled Outcast here, and that guy does a lot of standing on the battlefield doing nothing. Because I mean, he's a 4/4 here, but since my opponent's got that ability to kill it in first strike with the Blazing Torch and the Sharpened Pitchfork, I can't really do much with it. I can't swing in with it, and I can't really block with it. So that's, I mean, I don't know how good that is for me. But anyway, this turn he's gonna decide to swing in with his Hinterland Scourge, and I know I need to block it, but I'm deciding whether or not I want to double block with my Kessig Recluse and Grizzled Outcast, or if I just want to single block with my Token. So if I block with my Recluse and my Outcast, then I definitely lose my Outcast, and I risk losing my Outcast and Recluse for no reason if he just like Brimstone Volleys my Recluse in second, during damage. That way and Blazing Torches the other one or something like that. That way he just kills everything. So that would just really suck. In fact, if he did have a Brimstone Volley, then he can just kill my Kessig Recluse in first strike combat, and then before second strike, or before normal combat is resolved, he'd just be able to Brimstone Volley the Outcast, and then just kill, and then basically I lose my Grizzled Outcast to a removal spell, which is fine, but losing my Kessig Recluse is really not fun for me. But Luckily, the little combo that he's got going there with the Scourge and First Strike and Must Be Blocked and stuff is not too big of a deal when I just played Increasing Devotion. So anyway, this turn I'm actually going to deal with it. I think I have... I mean, obviously I'm just going to swing in with my Unblockable dude, or Intimidate dude, and that's why Intimidate's so good, just because in a board stall, it's evasion, and it helps with that sort of thing. But anyway, I'm just going to play my own Blazing Torch, and I'm just going to pop it right away. I guess I just don't really care as much because I don't have First Strike, so using it as a threat isn't really much of a thing for me. It's more useful for him to do so. But anyway, I finally killed that, so now he can't really... I mean, he still can swing in, actually, but he can't make me block. I can take damage if I want to, which is definitely beneficial for me, just the fact that I have options to pretty much do whatever I want. But anyway, let's talk about Elder Cathar a little bit. He's a pretty cool dude. I don't even remember. I just did this commentary over again because the first like 6 minutes of it I forgot to plug in my microphone, and then I realized after about 6 minutes, let's just check right now to make sure. Okay, we're good, because that would be really funny if I messed up twice in a row. And by funny, I mean really sad, and I'd probably go cry. So yeah, that would be obviously not fun. But in just a second here, I think he's going to swing on in there. He's gonna move over his sharpened pitchfork to a human, and he's gonna swing in. I'm not really sure. I think he's gonna swing in with the human, maybe the Elder Cathar, probably the human, because then he can basically kill anything that blocks it. It's so bad. That First Strike is so deadly. That was actually one of the things that he built this deck around, is just getting that First Strike out, and then he's got a lot of just like 1 damage to this creature or 3 damage to that. Like, he's just got a lot of damage to creature spells that he can use at instant speed. So really, really good for him to have that First Strike, and it's just a well-built deck. He built that humans deck, which is so potent in this format, and I'm sure it's going to be really, really nice in Avacyn Restored too. That red-white humans deck is going to be great. But this turn he plays a Brimstone Volley just because he doesn't want my Grizzled Outcast to flip, because even though he does have direct damage spells, 7/7 is not going to be good for him. And at the end of his turn, I'm trying to decide whether or not I want my Gas-Staff Shepherd back. The problem with getting it back, we're using the Haunted Fengraf, is that I have to sacrifice a land, and then I'm 1 slower to getting back Increasing Devotion. Because I think I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I should be at 8 lands right here. Plus Avacyn's Pilgrim. Yeah, there we go. I play the Ulvenwald Mystics, so I tap 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 lands plus the Avacyn's Pilgrim right now. So if I can get my Werewolves to flip, I'm actually in really, really good shape. But I don't think that I prioritize that for whatever reason. Maybe it didn't occur to me in the game the actual extent of advantage I would get by having a 5/5 regen as well as a 7/7, but either way, I don't really think about it and make too big of a deal about it and try to actively pursue flipping my werewolves. In general, I think that that's a bad strategy, just because they can always play something that hurts you for it. Like if they just play a spell at end step, then it really sucks because you just wasted your turn and you didn't get to do anything with it. But anyway, he's gonna swing in with his Elder Cathar here, and I'm actually just gonna chump block it. If I had blocked with something like Grizzled Outcast, then I would be in trouble, because he would just sacrifice his Loyal Cathar, and then he would have just killed it. So I didn't really have a good block there either, but I think I played a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't tell if I can't tell if I played a land right just then. I think I did though. But anyway, I'm gonna play a Strangleroot, guys, here, and I think this is where I really made the mistake. I should have probably just flipped my werewolves, and I would have been a lot happier. But I could have swung out a lot here. But the problem was, because he didn't move over his equipments. I gave him a lot of credit because he's a really good player, but he just accidentally forgot to move his equipment over. So I gave him more credit than maybe he really should have deserved. Not more than he deserved, just more than was necessary. But anyway, he's just going to lose a human token because of it, and that's pretty much all I punish him for, making that mistake. But it's those kind of mistakes that really can turn the tide if I had taken advantage of it. But I just assumed that he had something in hand that made it so, like, yeah, I hope you swing in, because then I'll just murder you for it. But anyway, he's doing pretty well in the drawing thing, because I'm drawing up a whole bunch of lands, which is actually what I kind of need. But if he hadn't played a spell any of his turns, then I would have been happy. But he keeps drawing spells, because that's why he's at 5 lands, and I am at 8 or 9. 8. Okay, I'm definitely at 8. Anyways, he plays a Skursdag Flyer, which is really just a terrifying card, because until I do get that 9th land and can play my Increasing Devotion, that's really, really bad for me. But anyway, it would. I think here is where I definitely just drew that last land. And right now I'm just considering what I'm gonna do. I'm really, really happy that he didn't blow up my Avacyn's Pilgrim with his Blazing Torch. I feel like he should have done that, but I just don't think he was paying too much attention to how much land I was amassing, and that I would actually be able to get my Increasing Devotion back. So anyway, I play my Increasing Devotion for 9. Oh, I guess his flashback is only for 9. Okay, well. Did I flashback 10 for it? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Or maybe there was another. What? Okay, I'm just so irrelevant. I have 10 1/1 human tokens. They're just like littering my board right now. There's, I think I have a dude under there. Is that where my Kessing Recluse is chilling? He's just chilling under my massive army. But anyway, I play my awesome army of dudes, and oh, there we go. I moved over my Kessing Recluse, and he's just covering the 2 dudes left over from the first Increasing Devotion, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, you can go now. Not really much else I need to do, but I guess I would have been a little bit happier had I had my 7/7 and my 5/5 mana with regen. But I mean, he does have a couple of dudes that he can trade profitably for a turn, and he's still at 10 life, so it's not like the game is over just yet, depending on what kind of cards he's got in deck. Plus, if he has Rolling Tembler, then that would be really, really bad for me right now. But anyway, at the end of my turn, not really sure exactly why he does this, but he's going to kill my Ulvenwald Mystics with Fires and Blazing Torch. I think it would have been more beneficial to just like torch my Stranglergeist and Fires a dude or something like that, but he decides not to, and I'm pretty sure that he was holding on to that Fires for quite some time, so any of those double blocks and stuff like that I could have made earlier on in the game would have just been absolutely terrible. But here I just do something really stupid. I didn't really think that it mattered at this point, because I thought the game was over, but I'm just going to block with my Grizzled Outcasts, and I'm just like, whatever, I'll just let him get a dude. And then I just completely forgot that that he could just sack a Selfless Cathar, so I traded my Grizzled Outcast for a Selfless Cathar, but it doesn't really matter, because he realizes that the game is over at this point, and he's just going to scoop it up. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed Game 1. I know it was pretty long, and I'll try to get you Game 2 tomorrow. So have a nice day. Bye.